Hey Canucks fans, Quinn Hughes did not practice once again. All the players are mad at their own performance, and I'm still saying it's too early to push the panic button. I'm Canuck Clay. I'm the founder of the GLCPC, the Good Looking Canucks Positivity Club. This is my Canucks take all in one take. It's Clay's Canucks commentary for Wednesday, October the 20th. If you're new, this is what you should do. Hit the subscribe button now for daily Canucks insight that's positive, timely, and trustworthy. As always, this vlog is brought to you by Perform and Transform, personal training and weight loss. Sign up for a free 7-day trial. Use the link in my video description. Today's Wednesday. That means I will do my bowling update at the end of this video. Spoiler alert, it's a good one today, so that's a good thing. And I want to talk about the Canucks. I want to talk about their loss last night. More importantly, what the outlook is going forward. So last night, a 5-2 loss to the Buffalo Sabres. Another loss to, even though Buffalo is improving and they're undefeated on the year, losing to Detroit on Saturday, losing to Buffalo yesterday. These are teams the Canucks, I think, still should beat, even if they are improving. It's like a steady flow. It's like a steady flow of losses, of disappointing outcomes. The flow needs to stop. And I'm not talking about Brock Besser. I'm talking about this flow of losses. It needs to stop. It needs to end right now. So how can the Canucks do that? How can the Canucks improve? Well, there are a few things. I think they got to get their lines better. They got to get their line set and find combinations that work. I get it. That was Besser's first game back, so maybe he was getting kind of getting acclimated, reacclimated. So the lines and the power play, and then the defensive zone coverage. Those are the three things. The lines. Why don't they do what I suggested back? And I'm not that smart, but I'm sort of smart. I would love to see the Lotto line. Then I would love to see Horvat, Garland, Hoglander. It's fine. They're not so small. They'll be great, actually. They'll be a tough team, a tough line to play against. And then I want Dickinson between the two Ps, of Podkolzin and Pearson. There's a heavier line. So you have your scoring line, the Lotto line, the buzz, the buzzsaw line in Horvat with Garland and Hoglander. Then you have your heavier line in Podkolzin, Pearson, and Dickinson. And then your fourth line can be some combination of Lammikko, Dowling, and Highmore right now. That's what I would do. That's what I would do. But right now, Green doesn't seem set on the Canucks practice how they played last night. Now, just because they practiced today this way doesn't mean this is the lines we're going to see tomorrow when the Canucks play Chicago. But the way they practiced was the same way they lined up last night. So that was Pettersson, Besser, and Hoglander. Then it was Horvat, Pearson, Garland. Then the third line of Miller with Podkolzin and Dowling. And then your fourth line then was Dickinson. No, so yeah, third line was Miller between Dowling and Podkolzin. Your fourth line was Dickinson, Lammikko, and Highmore. So the way I think the line should be, I think you put Dickinson as your third line center, and then you have your top 9 forwards that we've been talking about, that we've been excited about since the start or since the middle of the summer, since we acquired Dickinson and Garland. So that's what I would do. Then when it comes to the power play, man. Oh, by the way, just to finish up the thought on the practice. So same forward, same D as yesterday as well, with Quinn Hughes out. So that means that Ekman-larsson actually skated with Pullman. Then it was Hunt with Myers, and then Rathbone and Shen. So Burrows was the extra defenseman, and Chason was the extra skater because Nick Patan cleared waivers. So Nick Patan on his way to the Abbotsford Canucks. Likely to be a really good option for the first or second call up, I think, from the farm. So then the power play, and I'm not blaming Besser at all. I'm not blaming Besser, but you could tell it was his first game. He got that one shot off in the first period that went off Anderson's face, well, his mask technically. But aside from that, Besser looked like he was fighting the puck a little bit. His skating seemed okay. It was more his timing. It was more his hands, and that will happen if you're not on the ice, or at least haven't been playing with your teammates for the past 2 weeks. So Besser's too good to let these struggles. It was just one game. It's just one game. But he's obviously going to be a very important part of the team. And we're so much better when he's playing well and when he's on top of his game. But you could tell the team wasn't on top of their game, especially on the power play. And I think I've talked about 3 of the 4 games so far. The Canucks power play needs to produce. Because if you get that 1 goal a game, or even 2 power play goals a game, it makes such a huge difference, and it gives you such a much better chance of winning. I saw some people on Twitter saying they don't like how it goes through JT Miller. They think that the power play slows down too much through JT Miller. I heard others say that Pettersson didn't seem that very confident handling it on the other boards, and then not a lot of talk about Besser and Horvat or Ekman-larsson. More about Pettersson and Miller because they seem to carry a lot of the move. They seem to drive the power play a little bit. So we'll see what happens tomorrow. The second unit looked actually a lot better with Rathbone and Hunt, and then especially the three guys up front of Höglander, Garland, and Pearson. So we'll see if they mix those units up or likely just play with a bit more urgency and less predictability. So overall, I want to certainly look for the lines. I want the power play to be better. It's easy for me to say all these things that I want. Actually doing them is another thing. And then there's a few defensive zone breakdowns, especially on the Okposo goal where Hunt was too high. Then maybe on the fourth goal when I think it was Dowling that didn't tie up the skater. Then the tip goal, that was tough to stop. And there's one other one. So, but you can see that the Canucks coverage has to be better. Not just the 6 defensemen, but the entire team as well. So where does that leave us for tomorrow? Well, I don't think we should panic yet. We're 4 games in. Yes, the Canucks record doesn't look great in those 4 games. It's 1-2-1. So they have 3 points in 4 games. But if they win tomorrow night, then they end up having 5 points in 5 games. And they set themselves up for still coming home above 500 on this trip. But to be above 500 on this trip, they need to win tomorrow. And you guys know my math. I said you got to go 500 on the road, 41 points. You need to win 2/3. You need to win 27 of your 41 home games. So that's 54 points. 54 and 41 makes 95. 95 points will get you in the playoffs. It's just that these teams are relatively weaker, the Chicagos and the Buffaloes and the Detroits of the world. So the Canucks need to come out with a really good performance tomorrow night and give them a chance to come home 500 from their road trip. So that's why I'm not worried. I'm not worried at all. It's too early. No one's panicking. At least I'm not panicking. No one in my household is panicking. It's just one of those things where we still haven't seen the full lineup. Hopefully Quinn Hughes plays tomorrow, but we'll see. He didn't practice today, but Travis Green was still hopeful that he will play tomorrow. So I guess we'll just have to follow the Twitter feed and the news and see what happens tomorrow. But I'm going to reserve judgment until we see a full lineup. And granted, we might not always see a full lineup with injuries, but I want to see what happens when Besser's in the lineup and Quinn Hughes is in the lineup. And we saw the difference in possession when Quinn Hughes isn't playing. So if Quinn Hughes isn't going to play, the Canucks need to figure out a way to help somehow mitigate that loss when it comes to puck possession. So a lot of things to think about. Overall, though, not too worried yet. If they lose the next 2 games and come home 1-4-1, then I think we should be worried. That's only 3 points out of a possible 12. But let's see what happens tomorrow, and then let's definitely see what happens in Seattle on Saturday. Seattle's even playing even worse than the Canucks are right now. Lastly, I'll do the shoutouts and then I'll do the bowling update at the very end. So I'll give shoutouts to my hero members, nucksfan number 29, Lucas Gates, just incredible. I went out of order there, that's fine. And Andrew Chang, thanks for your support as always. And to Hall of Fame members, Jens95, Simalexander, Chris Seifried, Adam Broomfield, Shannon Hollingworth, and Carol Bovenlander. Thanks for your support as well. Thanks also to the support of franchise and all-star members. You're all listed in my video descriptions. And if you want to become a member of the CCC Crew, press the join button underneath this or under my videos or the memberships tab on my YouTube channel. A couple announcements tonight, live stream at 10 p.m. I will be sharing actually a few cool announcements. I'll be drawing the winner of the Instagram contest, the $50 gift certificate to Monkey 9 Brewing. So if you haven't entered yet, make sure you hit my Instagram, Clayton Emo, my full name, ClaytonImoo. That's my username. Go find the post from a couple days ago on how you can enter to win a $50 gift certificate to Monkey 9. Also tonight, I'll be making some announcements about a contest I'm going to run on all my post-game videos now, and then some plans I have for November, including an extended live stream and another one, and then a pub gathering as well. So at least 4 reasons to look forward to my stream tonight. Okay, bowling. I've now figured out the easiest way to explain this to you where I can just do it in 30 seconds going forward. There's 3 guys on the bowling team, right? The leadoff, which is why I'm the middle guy, and the anchor. We all play 4 games, and you play against your opponent on the other team. And each game is worth 2 points with the total worth 2 as well. So game 1, game 2, game 3, game 4, they all worth 2, and then total is worth 2. So me against the other guy, total of 10 points up for grabs. The middle guy against the middle guy, a total of 10 points up for grabs. The anchor against the other anchor, 10 points up for grabs. There's 30 points. So think about the scores going horizontally, then vertically, then you add up my score, the middle guy's score, his name's Arnold, and Jacob, my son, the anchor. You add up our 3 scores, and then we play against the other 3 guys, and you add up those scores for each of the 4 games, and that's worth 4 points. So 4, 4, 4, 4, and then total is worth another 4. So there's 20, right? 4 times 4 plus another 4. So individual 10, 10, 10, and then 20 across. So every week is out of 50. I told you we've had some good weeks of 24, 26, some bad weeks. 16 was our worst one. So last night we won 30-20, which was great. I got 8 points. The middle guy only got 2, unfortunately. Jacob got 8, that's 18. And then we won games 1, 2, and total. So that's another 12. So 18 plus 12 makes 30. So we got 30. The other team got 20. And for me, I took 3 of the 4 games. I bowled a 124, which was horrible. That's the game I didn't get. And then I bowled a 182, a 175, and a 178. So it was pretty consistent in the 175 to 180 range, except for the first game. So I won 8 points. Arnold won 2. Jacob won 8. There's 18. We won 2 of the 4 games. So there's another 8. That makes 26. Plus total makes 30. So we had a winning week. Slowly climb up the standings. Another cool thing is I won we do a side pots, and I won one of the little bracket tournaments. Even though I had a horrible first game, you have to keep beating, head to head to advance. But I had a bye in the first round, thank God. So I ended up winning. And that's a handicap, and I have a pretty high handicap because I'm one of the worst bowlers in this league. So I won some extra money last night, which was nice. And then if you saw my post either on Twitter or on YouTube, I did a mic'd up yesterday, kind of like the Canucks do when they're at practice. I did a mic'd up bowling. I can't wait for you guys to see this. I'm going to try and figure out when I can edit it and put it out on my channel. But you can kind of see what I'm talking about, what I'm doing during my bowling matches. I think you guys will find it very interesting. Okay, so thanks for indulging me. Bottom line, I took 8 out of 10. Our team won 30 out of 50 points last night. Subscribe if you'd like to. Like this video if you'd like to. Become a member of this channel if you'd like to. Leave a comment down below if you'd like to. The question, I guess, today, since it's not a game day, is simply, are you worried about the Canucks right now? Are you ready to hit the panic button? Or are you okay with what's happening, even though it's a slower start than any of us wanted? Leave a comment below. I'd love to read, react, and reply, as always. Thanks for watching. See you tonight for my live stream at 10 p.m. Lots of fun announcements tonight. Stay safe, stay healthy. Take care of yourselves and take care of each other. Have a great day. God bless, and go Canucks go.